doctrine, how does the salvation doctrine in Judaism, I think that means, can you tell me about the salvation doctrine in Judaism? How do Jews get saved in Judaism? Right. Judaism is Yachadut. It's a special kind of soul. It's a spirit. Judaism itself, the religion, is a spirit. When you have this spirit, you are saved. When you don't have this spirit, you are not saved. What does saved mean? It means you will not be destroyed. You will not be obliterated. You will not be eliminated. Okay? You have Judaism is your salvation. So how do you get saved in Judaism? Is actually, how do you get saved? You get saved by getting Judaism. By getting Judaism. By having Judaism, you are saved. By having Judaism, you're saved. The answer is given simply in the example of two kinds of children of Noah. There's the Chochmei Umat Ha'olam, I've spoken about it before, those who keep the 7 laws of Noah, but do not believe that Judaism is a revealed truth from Mount Sinai. Okay, they simply do the 7 laws of Noah because they make rational sense. Okay, those people are called Chochmei Umat Ha'olam. That means wise people from amongst the nations of the world. And depending on whether they have more good deeds or less good deeds and more bad deeds, depending on the balance of the scales, they either will be granted eternal life or they will not be granted eternal life. If you are granted eternal life, you are saved. If you're not granted eternal life, you are not saved. That's what it means. That's what salvation means in a Judaic point of view. Eternal life. If you get eternal life, you're saved. If you don't, then you're not saved. Now, the other kind of child of Noah are the ones who do the 7 laws of Noah, just like the first kind of child of Noah. But they do believe that Judaism is revealed religion from Mount Sinai, and they trust in Judaism. They believe in Judaism. They respect Judaism. Even though they don't practice Judaism, they are friends of Judaism. And they are granted eternal life regardless of their deeds. Regardless of good deeds and bad deeds. It's not important. The first kind of child of Noah has to have more good deeds than bad deeds because they don't believe in Judaism. So they have to rely on their good deeds. The second kind of child of Noah are called Hasidei Umat Ha'olam. They don't have to rely on their good deeds. They just have to rely on their faith in Judaism. That is the spirit of God which comes down to save us. That is Yachadut, that is the Messiah. We call it Judaism, Yachadut. It's actually from the root Hoda'ah, which means saying give thanks and praise. And this thanksgiving, this praise and thanksgiving is the root of all Judaism. And we say it is the essence of the Yechidah, of monotheism, of the spirit, of the monotheistic soul. If you have a Yechidah, then you're saved. So 2 ways. 1, through good works without belief in Judaism, or 2, through belief in Judaism. Because Judaism is essentially the soul of the Messiah. The Messiah's soul. And you can't say that you believe in the Messiah's soul without knowing that Messiah's soul is Judaism. That's what we're talking about here. So many people out there in the world are saying that they believe in the Messiah, and they have the name like Metatron. They have that name, Mitra, Mithras, Maitreya, Miruk. It's a different pronunciation of it, but the same thing. And they don't realize what it is. They call it the world teacher, different religions, but they don't realize what it is. And what is it? It's Judaism. So some people believe that Jesus of Nazareth was Judaism incarnate, was the manifestation in physical form of Judaism walking around amongst us. Okay, great. They're fine. They're safe. They have nothing to worry about. And other people think that Jesus of Nazareth was some guy who was coming to speak out against Judaism and say, I've got a new way for you all. And that by virtue of his philosophical sort of mental connection to the source of the universe, he was deified or was God from the beginning, and that you can put your faith in him and you become saved even though he was speaking out against Judaism. Well, this is exactly the Antichrist. This is actually the opposite of the Messiah. This is a replacement Messiah. This is a false doctrine with no basis of it in the New Testament. But the New Testament Jesus is essentially Judaism manifest as a human being walking around amongst us. That's basically it. And that's why the rabbis chose him as a perfect example for the non-Jews to believe in as the Messiah, as the divine Messiah. Not a problem for them to believe that. So you can either believe in Judaism and be saved, or you can rely on your good works according to the laws of Noah. That's how you are saved in Judaism.